for Greek right at this stage. The ball's thrown up. It's Clinton Giles going up against Darryl Ashby. Clinton Giles wins the tap. Bob Willoughby grabs the ball, hand-paws pass along out to Lee Silvani, who kicks it out into the wing, where Manuel stays back and hopes for the bounce to come his way. That's bad football. It's pushed out on the bottom of the pack, and I think it's Kimmy Kretschmer's on the bottom of the pack and laying on the top. No free kick. Manuel's over there laying with him. What for, I don't know. Perhaps they're making love to one another. Looks like Kretschmer's been moved into the ruck, or it was a ruck row, but Clinton Giles wins the tap very easily. The ball goes down, a free kick given to Clinton Giles. What for? I didn't see it. It does appear very much so that the Greek side are playing in front, and they have done this for most of the game, and because of it, that's why Greek 4 goals in front. And Clinton Giles is a beautiful kick of the ball. It's going to put this right deep into their full forward zone. And what have we got? Mick Morgan's leading Clohessy out, but no, a great long kick straight in. Well, Willoughby flies, punches the ball out. Lee Silvani tries to punch the ball clear, doesn't do so. Not good football, not pretty to watch, and it formed into another pack, and Mahaffey will throw the ball up again. Some of these players out here today couldn't knock skin off a custard tart. They're not putting one solitary bit in. They're not working. Picked up by Hammond, handball out to Kretschmer, handball on to gain to Clohessy. Clohessy looks for someone to give it to. There's no one at all. Mark Hoffman's led, can't hold it. Once again, if that had been a custard tart, he'd have been full of it. He makes a fool of himself. Nevertheless, it's handballed across to the centre where Crane's got the ball. He shoots it out onto the half-forward blank, looking for Kenny. Kenny is well covered by Lee, but Lee's too slow. Bob Willoughby flies, and what is it? It's 1 point from a snap from Mick Kenny. It was a good snap, and Greek are into attack constantly this quarter. Riverside are in strike. They're in real trouble. I wouldn't like to put money on them, but I must say I have, and it looks like it's not looking too good at the moment for me. Marty's giving Bob a lead, but Bob's found Clohessy a shocking kick, and Mick Morgan has forced the ball out of bounce in the Greek forward pocket. This is not good football, Riverside. I can't understand why they're playing like this. It's not their normal style. The ball's thrown in. Kretschmer's played a great game. He's got to be Riverside's best player at this point. Handball from Marty, doesn't go anywhere. He's tackled as he's about to do. Greeny, who's been very quiet after Vinny. Vinny gets his kick. Who does he give it to? Absolutely no one. Bubbles is too slow, and Bubbles is not even worth his place on the ground. Not the way he's playing. Richardson busts through the pack, still gets his kick. Hamilton kick. It's becoming a defending game for Riverside. Manuel hasn't been in the game all day. He's outrun. Handball by Greek across to Crane. Crane's got the ball steady. Has a shot. What's he done? He's missed it. Gone through to a point. Thank you, lucky stars, Riverside. You're still not out of this game yet. Bobby Willoughby's kicked the ball in, hit the centre of the ground. He's looked for Greeny, but a magnificent mark by Philippo all over the top of Greeny. Greeny's taking his time getting up. His handball back to Philippo. Will take his kick, centre of the ground. Not a good kick from Philippo. He'll find a play. No, he doesn't. Manuel's in there doing absolutely nothing. He's fighting for the ball and he pushes it out of bounds. Jeffrey Manuel would have to be terribly disappointed with himself at the moment, because normally Jeff loves these sorts of games. Beautiful day, everything to suit Jeff, and he just can't get into it. Ball's thrown in. Darryl Ashby from behind, but Clinton Giles wins the tap. Hamilton picks the ball up out of the pack. He kicks it down to Pedersen, who is being outrun by number 10. He's caught, but the ball's out of bounds. And the player that I'm talking about is Chris Stretch, who's played a very good game for Greek today. Ball's thrown in. It's Richardson against Bubbles. Bubbles wins the tap, but to absolutely nobody. Looks like we've got a chance. Montgomery runs through. He bounces one, handball it over. Shane Lawson's got it. He runs right into an open goal. This will be a goal. Just right through the middle. That's the way, Riverside. Start opening the game up. Run the ball. The quicker you can run the ball and play your own type of football, the better you're going to be. But you must be able to run the ball. It's a style of football Riverside are renowned for, but they haven't been able to break away today. But can they do it now? Are they still in this game? Have they got any fight left? Are they prepared to work? They're all questions that are going to be answered in around about an hour's time. I think they're prepared to work, but I'm prepared to say this, that they still can get up and win this game. There's not a lot in it. 3 goals, that's all. Ball thrown in the centre again, bubbles up against Richardson. Richardson wins. Kimmy Cretcher gets the ball, kicks it out of the centre. Good stuff, Kimmy Cretcher. Free kick to Pedersen. He was all over him. If he had been a shield, it had been in strike. Pedersen's got it. He kicks the ball down. A shocking pass. Absolutely shocking. But Coles, he recovers. Great football, Ivan Coles. And a long kick for goal, but it's only a point. Great football, Ivan Coles. Recovery was there, and that's what counts. Bad football from Pedersen. All the good work was nearly lost. The Riverside bench is working overtime at the moment. Tony Hall, he's in, out. He's really working hard. He's going out at the moment. I think he's going to talk to Pedersen. He needs to anyway. If he's not, or he's going to talk to Jeffrey Manuel. Jeffrey Manuel will be feeling it himself. He knows that it's not his day. But Jeff will fight back. Anyway, Greek kicked the ball out. They're looking for Richo every time, and Gerlach's there also. Grabbed off the pack by Greeny, who can't get his kick. He does so now. And where does it go? Straight to a Greek player, and the umpire races in and says, "Give it to me, fellas, I'll throw it up." Riverside are starting to work. Shane Lawson hasn't done a lot all day. In fact, he's been one of their poorer players. Ivan Coles brings the ball out. Handball across to Pedersen. He can't handle it. Hopeless, Pedersen. Hopeless. Bad football. Greek clear very easily. No pressure put on him at all. Pedersen is not the player he was when I saw him 4 weeks ago. David Simons has got it. Kicks it. Bad kick. But nevertheless, it's still down here with a chance. Lawson saying, fellas, why don't you give it to me? Ball's to be thrown in on the Riverside forward pocket right behind the behind post. Lawson got it in the back from Richardson. The umpire didn't see it. He caught one around the neck, but no free kick. Chris Mahaffey says, give it to me, I'll throw it up again. There was 2 free kicks there to Lawson, never got either of them. Perhaps it's too close to goals, I don't know. I'm not out there. I'd love to be out there. The ball's thrown up. Lawson copped another one from Richardson. Did he see it this time? No, he's played it the other way. What's wrong with this man? He's given it to Richardson and yet he's done it the other way. Well, I don't know. Perhaps I'm cross-eyed, I don't know. Richardson kicks across goal. Where does it go? It goes straight to Paul Darby. A long kick out there, looking for and finding a little bloke called Timmy, I call him. He's handballed across. Kenny gets it, shoots it straight down. When Marty comes in between 2 players and picks up, he gets his kick in. Good football, Marty. Bubbles handballs across to Ivan Coles. Long kick from Coles, straight down the ball line. Marty from the back, and he's got it. Montgomery's got it. He hasn't played it. You've got to be joking, umpire. You don't know what you're doing out there, Mahaffey. And what happens, Hamilton comes out the ball, but Mahaffey's going to throw it up. You don't know what you're doing out there, Mahaffey. That was a shocking decision. That was a great mark to Montgomery, not paid. Lawson in there, beautiful tap out by Lawson. Where to? Absolutely no one. Pedersen's behind his player, can't catch him, he's too quick for him. Jeffrey Manuel's out there, put your body in, Jeff. The ball's been kicked out, a bounce on the ball, and Jeffrey Manuel, you've got a chance, Jeff. Use the long kick. You're a good kick of the football. No short passing, long kick. Put it right into the centre square. You've got the tall players there. You've got Lawson down there, who I don't think has taken a mark all day. Perhaps he will now. You've got Bubbles running down there. Perhaps Bubbles can use his weight and get in front of Richardson to stop Richardson from getting up off the ground. There's a beautiful kick. And it's a mark. No, he hasn't played. It's gone through for a rush for a point. It's a point to Riverside. This could be bad for them kicking points. They've got to start kicking goals. Anyway, Greek will bring the ball back into play. He's looking for someone to kick it to. Can't find anybody. But he'll kick to Richardson. He's got to kick to him. He's kicked to him all day today. Why should he change now? Bubbles is there. It should be a free kick. No, Bubbles has taken it. A great mark. He's handballed on immediately to Kimmy Kretschmer, who's been a tremendous player. And Kretschmer plays and kicks it beautifully to Hamilton, who's got it within kicking distance directly in front. The wind sprung up. Riverside are kicking with the wind. They're not using it enough. They need goals, goals, goals. Hammond will have a kick. He should kick this. And he does so. No, he hasn't. It's gone off pat at the last moment. Gone through for another behind to Riverside. Taking him up to 5 goals 11. 41 to 8 goals 9. 57 Greek. They're not under any pressure whatsoever when they're kicking for goal, but the wind's just taking the ball slightly. It's kicked in again. Back to Richardson again. Bubbles is in front. Philippo flies from behind. Kenny Kretschmer comes out with the ball. The player jumps all over him, grabs him too high. What does Mahaffey do? Said, give it to me. Not your kick, Kimmy, but it should have been. Anyway, the balls are being thrown up again, and you've got Bubbles against Richo. Richo pushes Bubbles out the right, that's okay, the umpire said nothing wrong with it. What's-her-name gets caught by Bubbles, but there's no kick thrown out to him. It's picked up by Vinny now. Vinny can't get his kick in. Peter Darby's got the ball for Greek. He kicks it out towards Jeff Manuel, who should mark this. Doesn't, but he's been paid it. Now, he hasn't been paid to mark. He's been paid for around the neck, which is okay, we'll take him. We don't care how we get him. Now, Jeffrey Manuel, you should kick this. You are a good enough kick. Tell yourself you're a good enough kick. Follow your foot right through when you kick the damn ball and put it right through the middle. Tony Hall looks very tired at the moment. He's doing a lot of running, trying to lift the team. There's a beautiful kick by Jeffrey Manuel, straight into the 10-yard square. Where's Lawson? Not there. He can't take the mark, and it's a good mark to Greek in Richo. Lawson's not using his height to any advantage whatsoever. This has got to be the worst game I've seen Shane Lawson play, unfortunately. Richo short passed it out there to Milstead, who's got the ball. Right in the forward pocket. Haven't gained much ground from it, but at least they've cleared it out. Radman gave a lead. He's going to kick it out, looking for Philip. Bubble stands at the back of the pack. Can't mark it. It's pushed down. Greeny barges his way through, kicks the ball long. Who's down here? No one but Richardson. Monty flies. Colsey off the pack. Kicks it. He's put it through the middle. Well done, Colsey. That's why a scout. Good stuff, Ivan Coles. Well done, Grant Montgomery. Stephen Green set it up. He barged through the pack. He came through like a train, like we know he can. He put the ball down there. The pack flew. Monty pushed it down. In fact, Monty nearly marked it. He pushed it down. Ivan Coles has forced his way through the pack, and he's kicked it off the ground to give Riverside a much-needed goal. Well done, Ivan Coles. Riverside is still there. They're still in with a chance. The Greek supporters are starting to chant Greek. They're driving me crazy. They're a pack of whackers, a whole lot of them. Don't tell anyone I said that. The ball's bounced instead of Richardson against what? Vinny comes out of the centre, kicks the ball on. Riverside are alive again. Shane Lawson, a great mark by Lawson. They tripped him, he was running it. That's got to be his first mark of the day. He's not a reliable kick, but Shane, you've got to be this time, lad. You've got to kick it through. We want this goal. We need this goal. Riverside are still in with a chance. They're never out of it. Riverside will say never say die. Shane Lawson, what's he done? I think he split the centre. He has, it's confident. Yes, it's a goal. It's another goal to Riverside. Are they back in or aren't they? Are they doing it right? They're getting the ball out of the centre. Vinny Lebrani, good stuff, Vinny. You brought it out like a true centreman should. And where did it go? Straight to the arms of Lawson. It was a great mark. It was a balling mark, but he put his body in and he took it beautifully. 4 points the difference. That's more like the Riverside, I know. Riverside, you can hit the front this quarter. If they hit the front, who's going to stop them? I don't think Tweed can, but nevertheless, we've got a long way to go. They've played, 16 minutes, and Riverside are 53 to Greek 57. There's plenty of time for Riverside to get a 3 or 4 goal lead. Up on the centre round, Clinton Giles wins the top. It comes to Kretschmer. He's made a big difference in the centre square. Manuel's got it, and it'll be a long kick from Manuel, straight down to the forward line. Looking for Montgomery, who's marked it in about the half-forward flank. He's around about 65 yards out on an acute angle. Monty is a beautiful kick of the ball. His disposals are one part of his game that he really lives up to. But can he do it this time? This is the goal we want. Can he kick it? Beautiful kick by Montgomery. Nobody moves. I think he's kicked it. Yes, he has. Straight through the middle. Montgomery, you're a star. A true captain's effort. It's about damn time you did something like this. Once again, it was because of the centre work of Jimmy Kretschmer and Vinny. Kretschmer brought the ball out that time. There's a big change come over this game. Kretschmer's now winning the ball out of the centre, and so is Vinny. Have Greek slow down. Are Greek running out of legs? Well, only time will tell. Or will Riverside run out of legs? I don't know, but they're in front. 8-11 Riverside to Greek 8-9. What a grand final we've got on our hands here. We've got a game and a half here. Anybody's game. Anyone can win it. I'm backing Riverside because I'm biased. Here's Bubbles up again. In the back to Bubbles, but it doesn't matter. They bring the ball out quick. No, they don't. 3-punted. Vinny's got it. A long handball out. Who does he find? David Simon. Handball to Hamilton. Handball from Hamilton to Pedersen. Pedersen steady. A long kick at goal. What's he done? He's put it through. Great football, Riverside. That's football that wins Premier was magnificent. Pearson steadied and did it beautifully. Hitting Lebrani in the centre. Got the ball out with a handball. Over to David Simons. I'm getting excited. I'm losing my voice. Come on, Riverside. That's what the crowd will start chanting. Those stupid Greeks up there, they've lost their voice and their foot standing. They're doing absolutely nothing. Well, Riverside have hit the front. Can they stay there? That's the big question on everyone's lips. Are they good enough? I think they're good enough. Bubbles are going up in the centre. He doesn't play. That's not good football, Bubbles. Make him a free kick against Riverside. Vinny was in the back of Harry. Anyway, not Harry, Sotos, whatever his dash name is. I don't care what his name is. Anyway, he's got the kick in the centre. He shouldn't have it, but he has. Bubbles Mill, you've got to learn to start flying like you did just then. Great mark by Bubbles Mill. Handballs it over to Stevie Kerrison. Stevie Kerrison out wide. Where's it going to land? Out in the full. That's okay, Stevie. No worries. At least you got your kick. You made it come down here. Hoffner's going to stand the mark. Oh, that's not quite right. He had run off the mark, Chris McHaffey. Watch the replay and you'll see it tonight, Chris. That's a bad decision. There was no penalty on that. None at all. Anyway, he's paid it. Stephen Milstead's got it. He kicks it along. And what happens? The players allowed to drift down there and not one Riverside player went to going. And it's Craney that's got the ball. That's bad football, Riverside. Loose football. Why work your guts out and get in front? Anyway, it's right down there. Bubbles Mill's down there. Richardson flies. He can't take it. The ball's down on the deck. Players are throwing their bodies and hearts in. Lee Silvermini's got it. Handballs it across to Kretschmer again. What a game this is from Kretschmer. Fist on the ground, Kretschmer. Good stuff. He kicks it out to the wing. Well, Finney's running for it. Manuel's there. Clinton Giles can't pick it up. Manuel jumps on his back. There's a free kick. Bad luck. Bad luck, Jeffrey Manuel. But it was there. What a game. Riverside 8 points in front. Giles kicks it out there. The Blacks body. Bobby Willoughby from behind. Great mark, Bob. All marks taken in grand finals when the suppressor game are good. And that was no exception. Not a good kick from Bob, but nevertheless it's down there. They're coming through it. Vinny Lebrani's come through. They've grabbed him. His handball on to Pedersen. Pedersen's got it. Trying to do too much. Pedersen. Doesn't matter. He's well supported. He's got backup support there. Hamilton's lounging around behind the pack. They can't get it out. Pedersen's throwing himself in. He's done something stupid. The umpire